On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
Flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Dataset.
A structured collection of data that is compiled and processed in a computer system or program, typically for analysis, research, or machine learning purposes.
Examples:
Dataset analysis. Publicly available dataset. The scientist analyzed the large dataset to conclude the experiment.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Penicillin.
An antibiotic drug derived from mold and used to treat bacterial infections.
Examples:
Penicillin allergy. Penicillin sensitivity testing. The doctor prescribed penicillin to treat the bacterial infection.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
Chicken broth. Remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Bailout.
The provision of financial help to a corporation or country which is on the brink of bankruptcy.
Examples:
Bailout bill. Bailout bottle. Many countries provided a bailout to the private sector to minimize the economic impact of the coronavirus pandemic.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa, Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Heath.
An area of open uncultivated land, typically covered in heather, gorse, or other shrubs, a low-growing, evergreen shrub found in heathland areas.
Examples:
Small heath, heath habitat. The birdwatcher spotted a rare species on the heath.
Modernity.
The quality or condition of being modern, the state or era of being up to date in technology, science, and culture.
Examples:
Spirit of modernity, path toward modernity. He was fascinated by the contrasts between traditional life and the city's modernity.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter, serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Inefficient.
Lacking the ability or skill and not making the best use of time, money, energy, etc.
Examples:
Inefficient use, inefficient management. The system is still so inefficient that it is useless.
Industrialize.
To organize the production of something into an industry.
Examples:
Industrialized service, industrialized textile production. The nations of Southeast Asia will quickly industrialize and catch up with the West.
Boast.
To talk about someone's accomplishments, wealth, or abilities excessively with undue pride and self-satisfaction.
Examples:
Boast of his success, boast a long history. This town boasts a national park.
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples:
Eradicate the deficit, eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.
Converge.
To move or draw together at a specific location, of lines, to move towards the same point where they join or meet.
Examples:
Converge of a series, converge from different points. The two rivers converge into one near this area.
Marsh.
A type of land that is always wet and has soft soil, swamp or bog.
Examples:
Marsh bird, River delta marsh. Environmentalists are concerned about the harm to the marsh.
Equator.
A line of latitude that separates Earth's northern and southern hemispheres and has a radius of around 40,075 kilometers, 24,901 miles.
Examples:
South of the equator. Above the equator. Ecuador is on the equator.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Simplistic.
Oversimplified or lacking in complexity or depth, characterized by an attempt to explain something complex or multifaceted with overly vague or simple terms.
Examples:
Simplistic approach. Simplistic design. The politician's solution to the problem was too simplistic to solve the underlying issue.
Extrapolation.
The act of estimating or inferring something based on known information or data, often beyond the range of the available information or data, a projection or projection of trends or patterns into the future.
Examples:
Extrapolation method. Statistical extrapolation. The extrapolation error led to inaccuracies in the economic forecasting model.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Heterosexual.
Attracted to individuals of the opposite sex.
Examples:
Heterosexual relationship. Heterosexual marriage. He identified as heterosexual and had never considered being with someone of the same gender.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Elucidate.
To make clear, to explain thoroughly, to clarify or shed light on a concept, situation, or statement.
Examples:
Elucidate the entire incident. Elucidate phenomena. The teacher needed to elucidate the complex math problem before the students could solve it.
Cassava.
A starchy, tuberous root plant that is native to South America and is grown in many tropical and subtropical regions around the world.
Examples:
Cassava flour. Cassava starch. Cassava leaves are also eaten as a vegetable in some parts of the world.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Pellagra.
A disease caused by a deficiency of niacin, vitamin B3, in the diet, characterized by dermatitis, diarrhea, and dementia, typically associated with malnutrition.
Examples:
Pellagra outbreak. Pellagra treatment. Many health professionals recommend fortifying foods to prevent pellagra endemic situations in at-risk regions.
Ebola.
A highly contagious and often fatal viral disease that causes severe fever and internal bleeding, primarily occurring in remote areas of Central and West Africa.
Examples:
Ebola epidemic. Ebola virus. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa caused widespread panic and fear.
Crippling.
Causing someone to become unable to walk or move, causing severe damage or harm.
Examples:
Crippling debt. A crippling strike. He is still struggling with a crippling disease.
Cripple.
To cause severe damage or injury that greatly impairs someone's ability to function or move, to weaken or undermine.
Examples:
Cripple economy. Cripple opposition. The injury was severe enough to cripple the athlete's chances of playing again this season.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Superpower.
A country or nation that has significant global influence or formidable military, economic, or technological strength. A supernatural ability or force capable of extraordinary feats or feats beyond normal human capabilities.
Examples:
Superpower country. Superpower leader. The ability to fly like a bird is often considered a superpower in comic books and movies.